Hello and welcome to September's Development Group Conversation. My name is Bartek Marnane, I'm the Director of Engineering for Growth, and I will be outlining what to expect in the group conversation, which will be moderated by GitLab's VP of Development, Christopher. I'm going to focus specifically on top of mind for Christopher, which includes OKR updates and some of the things that we've been doing over in development. So I'm going to skip some of the first few slides around direct reports, vision and mission, and go straight to top of mind. So firstly, a check-in on our OKRs. We're halfway through the quarter. And so these are the three key ones that we're running. Run infrastructure more efficiently, which is our IACV objective, increase dog fooding performance and productivity, which is our product objective, and expand the capabilities of our team objective. Although these are showing at 0%, they're actually, the key results underneath them have had progress. So these will get rolled up as we get closer towards the end of the quarter. There's a few that I wanted to call out here. I thought this one running at 10% is our project planning and portfolio management key result. That's aiming to dog food our plan capabilities into the way that we manage development within GitLab.com. So within the development team, what we want to do is use more of our features within our own agile planning process. So have a look at that. That's a shared objective that is across both product and engineering. Secondly, another one I wanted to call out was our MR rate. So it's currently running below what we expect. However, we do think we're going to get there, get to a narrow MR rate for 10, and I'm going to explain narrow MR rate shortly as well. This was primarily low due to the European and US holiday season over August. So we expect that to improve over September. So what else do we have? We have an issue board for Atlassian integration. So you can have a look and see the features that we're tracking, where we're up to, what work is progressing, and how you can contribute as well. Our engineering managers have recently completed their diversity, inclusion, and belonging training. This is the one that's run through LinkedIn. And I also know that several teams are looking at doing those for their individual contributors, and that's highly recommended. The narrow MR rate is something that I touched on before, and it's a measuring development, which is a performance indicator showing that how many changes we implement directly into the GitLab product. And over time allows us to measure our productivity. So you can link to that and you can see our progress over time, hopefully. And yes, there it is. Nine boxing is interesting for anyone who hasn't been part of that. So it's part of our talent development program, and we complete performance potential matrix assessments on all of our reports. This has happened at the executive level and is now happening as part of the director level as well. Basically, we identify individuals within the team that are able to take on additional responsibilities, look at performance versus potential. So have a look at that handbook page if you're interested in more details there. I see gearing ratios has had a lot of feedback from many people within development. And there's a working group that's been established to discuss that further. You can see there the Slack channel and Google Doc if you want to be more involved or contributing to that as well. The list of working groups includes a couple of new ones that may be of interest to people within development. So specifically, there's one around commercial and licensing, which is the growth team and development are involved with sales and product, and that aims to improve our sales efficiency for new accounts and renewals. And not listed here yet, but there's a merge request that's linked further within the group conversation document, which talks about an experimentation working group that looks at how we aim to run experiments in GitLab in the future. We've got an issue that tracks blockers for removing NFS support within GitLab.com. Oops, too far. We recently did a realignment of staff from monitor APM to fulfillment, telemetry, and verify. Within that issue, there's also a link to a retrospective issue. So for those that participate in that process, please add your thoughts and comments there so we can continue to improve our process and update the handbook accordingly. Been some management changes in Ops CI CD, which you can have a look at. This merge request shows the team YAML changes that took place. So there's been some reporting changes with primarily Sam Goldstein, and you can see those there. We have a performance indicator for development to track average time off per team member over time. So we want to look at that and make sure that people are tracking, people are taking appropriate PTO, and ultimately see if we can use that to forecast our MR rates in the future as well. We have an update to the handbook that changes our development practices to consider building new services with Kubernetes in mind as part of that. There's an interesting discussion, an issue that's opened up a few days ago around our MR slicing approach as part of our iteration value. So whether we horizontally slice or vertically slice the specific work and how we get things out there. This is definitely well worth a read, so please have a look at that one as well. And finally, there's some conversations. There's a company-wide discussion on using performance factors in compensation and deprecating comp groups. And so there's an issue that's opened that you can jump into and discuss as well. Quite a lot of it is development focused, and there's been a lot of input from folks in development as well. So I'd encourage you to have a look at that. And those are the top of mind issues. I wanted to highlight those in this introductory video. So please add your questions to the agenda, and hopefully see you in the conversation itself. Thank you for your time.